heat of the day fades, a whisper in the breeze, as storm clouds gather round, dancing through the trees. The sky turns dark and wild, electric in the air. In the Arizona desert, there's magic everywhere. Oh, the winds are howling, calling out my name, a symphony of thunder, wild and untamed. Thank you, Mother Nature, for the rain you've supplied in this sonoran wonder. Let your blessings collide.
In the Arizona dawn, where the desert dreams, my drone takes flight on golden beams. The spring breeze whispers, gentle and clear, guiding my journey through the vast frontier. Up above, like an eagle soars, capturing wonders forevermore. Cacti and mesas from this bird's eye view, in colors vivid under skies so blue. Flying my drone on this fresh spring day, sunshine gilds the desert's endless play. In the open expanse where horizons unfurl, I'm soaring high like a bird in this vibrant world. The morning light dances on the sand, tracing the artistry of nature's hand. From towering cliffs to valleys below, every curve and shadow puts on a show. Glimpses of life in the desert so wide, captured and cherished on this aerial glide. The rustling spring leaves sway in the breeze, crafting a symphony among the trees. Flying my drone on this fresh spring day, sunshine gilds the desert's endless play. In the open expanse where horizons unfurl, I'm soaring high like a bird in this vibrant world. Each frame a moment, each shot a tale, in this tapestry where wonders prevail. The thrill of seeing the world anew, a journey of discovery in every view. As morning unfolds its promise bright, my drone and I revel in the light. In the Arizona desert, vast and grand, we've captured magic hand in hand.
There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be, but they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn, but they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. 'Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about the feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. There's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try, but they can never take me down. Take me down. 'Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona from a wet, rainy southern Arizona out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument. Having my cup of coffee this morning with my CR View cup. I see Tim is in the chat, so welcome, Tim. Good to have you. Hope everybody is doing well this morning. I got somebody down here lifting my arm up, so he wants to come in and say hi. So there's Mr. Lucas, and I know Carol enjoys him a lot. So there's Lucas. He's been out playing with Mom this morning, playing fetch, and he's enjoying his morning and taking his morning nap now. So are you a good boy? Yeah, I think he's a good boy. Okay, so there's Lucas. Let's see who we have here this morning. I started a couple minutes early since we had so many folks popping in, so thanks everybody for coming. Appreciate it. And Mike was the first one in the chat. I may fall back to sleep. Hey, Mike, wake up. There's the Traveler's Edge. Good morning. Good morning. While we're here, Traveler's Edge is Nate and Paula and the Fluffies. And I want to show you their channel since they're a channel member. So let me show you their channel real quick. Share screen. Here we go. North American Traveler's Edge. Right there. That is Nate and Paula. And they do a Sunday live chat. They crank those up again. And I missed it yesterday, but there's the thumbnail. And then they do members only videos and information on what you're going to run into, tips and tricks for traveling in North America. So be sure to check out and subscribe to the North American Traveler's Edge. That's Nate and Paula and the Fluffies. Okay, back to the chat. Here we go. There they are in the chat. There's Carol. Good morning, Carol. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. Scrolling. KC is here. Morning, sleepy all. Yeah, it's kind of a cool morning this morning. We were 44 degrees when we got up. So what do? We lay in bed and we watch YouTube for a while. There's Gracie and Jacques Adventures, another channel member in the house. Happy Thanksgiving week. Oh, I forgot my Thanksgiving bling, you guys. Let's see if this works. So StreamYard gives you some bling that you can use. Oh, check it out. Look at that. How do I look? What do you think? Yeah? No? We'll leave it up there for a little bit. Anyway, Thanksgiving week, so a lot of folks are here in the U.S. anyway. A lot of folks are off this week and going to be eating some turkey towards the end of the week. Up at 5, PT at 7. I may fall asleep. That's okay. That's okay. Scrolling. I asked how Jock was doing because he had surgery a few days ago. He's wearing a donut around his neck. It's probably not edible. Oh, for 10 days. It's day 7, so he's got 3 more days to heal up. So that's good. There's Lee. Lee's in the house. Morning, folks. Morning. Crafty Travelers here. Welcome, Lonnie. Hope you're doing well. And I need to catch up on your videos. I think I missed the last couple weeks. But Lonnie is a channel member also. And so be sure to check her channel out. She does a lot of camping videos. She camps up and down the coast there in California and just shows us some beautiful views of the coastline there. Oh, there she's thanking Tracy for watching her videos, and she is monetized. So give her a look and subscribe and watch her videos. You'd be doing me and her a favor. Nomadic Camping's in the house. Welcome, Woody. So I sent Woody a couple of my stickers, and he sent me back a couple of his stickers. So this is Nomadic Camping, and he kind of tweaked his channel name with Endless Weekends, and so he threw this one in too. I don't know if it'll show up. It's a decal. So Endless Weekends. So he's Nomadic Camping. Oh, Nomadic Camping with Endless Weekends is what that says. So he does live streams also while he's out camping. So he's got his tent set up and is doing live streams for people that are watching. I think he tried out the vertical live streams also. In StreamYard, you can do horizontal like we have right here. You can also do a vertical up and down live stream at the same time. And I tried that with Merton and Sue out at the campground. It didn't go well, especially when you have someone sitting next to you. The vertical, you can't see your guest at all. So I don't know if I really like that. Now, Grandma Kelly does verticals, and she's by herself, sitting in her studio, and it works fine for her. And I guess YouTube pushes it out a little farther when you do verticals. But I didn't care much for both of them. Oh, we might have a common ancestor, Tracy tells Lonnie. See our views in the house? Check out this cup. That is awesome, isn't it? Full-Time RV Life by Full-Time RV Folks. So Tim and Gracie and Crystal are full-timers, and they hang out in Quartzsite year-round. So those are some tough folks right there. Tim does an update video, drives around Quartzsite every weekend. He posts a video on what's happening in Quartzsite. There's been a lot of improvements there. They've got a car wash going in, a couple of new restaurants, and that sort of thing. So be sure to check out CR View. Scrolling. Thank you. This behind me is a drone shot of the rain that was coming in. So this is looking west. You can see Ragged Top back there. Where's Ragged Top? Right there. And we had storms coming in from California, and so they were coming right up over the mountains there. And I put the drone up, and I figured out how to do what they call hyperlapse videos. And what it does is you put the drone up, and it's hovering, and it takes a picture every second or 2 seconds. You can change it. And so it's taken a photo, and then I can take 750 photos and then it puts them all together into a hyperlapse video. And it really looks cool. I want to show you again. I ran it at the beginning, but let me run it again. I put a few videos together of the rain over the weekend. So let me show you again.
The heat of the day fades, a whisper in the breeze. The storm clouds gather round, dancing through the trees. The sky turns dark and wild, electric in the air. In the Arizona desert, there's magic everywhere. Oh, the winds are howling, calling out my name. A symphony of thunder, wild and untamed. Thank you, Mother Nature, for the rain you've supplied in this Sonoran wonder. Let your blessings collide.
It came out pretty cool, didn't it? I really like that. So I've got a drone here, a DJI Mini 5 Pro, and it's got a really nice camera on it. I'm a FAA registered commercial drone pilot, so I can share these videos on my channel. And I can also do work for people if I want to start a business or volunteer work. And I got one of those jobs now. Not a job, but a volunteer. The local school got an A rating from the state of Arizona. So they want to put the kids out in the playground to make a big A, and they need someone to take a photo of it. And so I volunteered to see if I can do that. And so I'm going to set up and do some testing and then probably get that done next month. So it's a lot of fun and I enjoy it. There's Traveling Mike's here. Good morning, morning. He's up there in Quartzsite now. So good to see you, Mike. And Traveling Merton and Sue just arrived in Quartzsite. We spent about a week. They were camped out here in Ironwood for a week. And so we got to see them a few times. And then if you watched the live stream last Monday, I actually packed up everything and went out to their camp and did a live stream right in front of their rig with both of them. So that was fun. Challenging, but fun. Scrolling. Globees Travels here. Welcome. Like number 9. And thanks for the reminder. Smash that like button and that'll help the channel out. Ray's here. Good morning. Good to see you too. Ray's talking about his trip coming up here. He's trying to leave cold and wet Ohio and head to San Diego with a stop here in Ironwood. So looking forward to seeing Ray when he comes through. So we're talking about ancestors here. So Tracy is conversing with Lonnie to see if maybe they have a relative way back when. Scrolling. Gary is here. Gary Live 77. Welcome. Good to have you. Yeah, it'd be nice to get up there to Q. And we were going to go up in December, but this little volunteer job I got for the local elementary school here is probably going to put a crimp in that, but that's okay. They need somebody to get a nice photo for them from up high. And so I'm going to do that, and then we'll postpone our trip up there till later on. There, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. She's moved for like the 14th time, and she's in her current little place there to live out the winter up there in Canada. There you go. Come on down, Gracie. Gracie's recovering from hip surgery, and it sounds like everything's going well. So she'll be out there dancing around the campfire before we know it. I get to escape this cold weather for an hour. Yep, and you're up in Ohio too, huh, Woody? I hear it's cold up there. Good morning, my pretty puppy. Yeah, he's a good-looking boy, and we work him hard to keep him in shape. I mean, we throw his ball. He just loves to fetch. So he starts pestering us. Lucas starts pestering us about the time the sun comes up. He's giving you that look, like, now, Dad, now, Dad, now, Mom, let's go, let's go. And so off we go. And all you have to do is grab that stick with the ball at the end of it, and he'll run out to the yard, and he has his spots where he waits, and we throw it out there. He brings it back. I'll bet we throw it 25 or 30 times at least, and he brings it back every time. That's okay, Mike. It's not easy to do. You got to type it all in manually. Now, Mike passed out some information on Ava Potterfield's live this morning, which I didn't know. You notice that everyone has tags now. That's the @ sign in front of your name, whether it's channel or your personal name. And he said that what YouTube is trying to do, and I guess StreamYard, is reduce spam and maybe trolls too. I don't know. Hopefully. And they're putting your @ tag, whatever they call it, in there instead of, your normal channel name. So, and I guess you can modify it. I don't know. Kathleen is here. Welcome, welcome. Kathleen's Place. Good to have you. I hope your morning's going well. Oh, see, great minds think alike. CR Views having his coffee with Desert Adventures in Arizona cup, which you can get on my channel. And of course, I have my CR View cup. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Lucas has really turned into a good camper. We have to be cautious with him because he's not, real sociable with other animals, with other dogs. So when I camp, I put a fence up around the front of the rig so that he can jump out, and he has a nice little yard to lay in. But we do have to watch him around other animals. Don't know, whether he would be aggressive, but I'd rather not take a chance. So Gracie says, for sure we'll be there in February. Gonna buy the pass this year since Star won't be coming. Oh, okay. And Gracie, are you going to stop in Ironwood? You talked about doing that before you head up there. Let us know, and we'll pop out there to see you for sure. CR View saying hi to Nate and Paula. You're welcome, guys. Traveler's Edge, thank you for the shout out. You're very welcome. Channel members get special treatment, especially when you show up for a live stream. Usually I'm showing off Lonnie's channel, but since I haven't seen you guys in a little while and you're channel members, you get it today. I recommend Crystal's book. Very good, Woody, very good. So Crystal from CR View is written a couple of books and published them, and it was about their transition from sticks and bricks into full-time nomad life. So RV Crazy is the name of the book, and you can find it on Amazon. So check it out. I bought them, and she's a very good writer, very intelligent young lady. I don't know if I drive by Quartzsite, but if I do, I want to meet up for a quick meetup. Yeah. You stop in there, Ray, you might decide to stay. It's interesting place. I think it's warmer than Ohio too. And it's pretty cheap. I don't know what you pay where you're going. Ray is headed to San Diego for the winter, he said. If you're visiting family, that's a no-brainer, right? But if you're camping somewhere and having to pay, Quartzsite is a good option. Very cool. Yeah. Very Thanksgiving-y, Steve. Yeah, you like that? That's all right. The pay version of StreamYard will let you download some of these things, and you can be festive. Yeah, he's doing good though. Jock's doing good. When we adopted Lucas, he had the cone on too. In fact, that was partly why he looked at us as we walked by his kennel there in the Humane Society, and he gave us that look that said, "I want out of here. Save me. I want to go home with you." And he did. So we brought him home with a cone on, and a few days later took it off. But yeah, he was running the streets of Tucson when they found him. They took him into the Humane Society, updated his shots. He actually had a chip, and they contacted the family, and they never got a call back. So after a few days, they put him up for adoption, and we walked in there just at the right time for him to pick us. Richard B. is here. Welcome, Richard. Another channel member in the house. Hope you're feeling good. Richard had some health challenges, but sounds like he's recovering well. Good to have you. Happy Monday. The donut. Yeah, we tried the donut, and he got right to his stitches, so we had to leave the cone on. It does make it challenging to get in and out of doors, boy. With a cone on, they just kind of bang around and knock your chairs over and take the doors off the hinges practically. Okay, I just shortened my name to Nomadic Camping Adventures. Okay. Yeah, it's a little easier. When I was coming up with Desert Adventures, there's all kinds of channels and videos out there that talk about desert adventures, but there was no channel named Desert Adventures in Arizona. And so that's why I picked it. So it's worked out pretty well, and that's been a few years now. So usually take the I-8 to San Diego. Yeah, you'd enjoy it up there, Ray, if you hadn't been there. Look at that. We got Ivan K in the house. Welcome, welcome. And Ivan, where are you at right now? You're very welcome, Woody. Very welcome. Yeah, Tim does really good job on the Quartzsite updates. You get to see, he drives around the campground, you get to see how many folks are there, and then he takes a run down into the town of Quartzsite, and shows. Right now, they're getting cranked up for the big tent show in January. So there's vendors moving in, and Oki and I really like to walk around the vendors, and you always find things that you need if you're into camping, or if you're a nomad and you need, small light for your rig, night light or something. They have everything there. Kathleen says, I miss the mountains. We have a mountain here in northern Tucson. This behind me is the Silver Bell Mountains. Tracy from Jolly Matilda is very familiar with that because on the other side is a mine, a copper mine. That's big business here in Arizona. They do a lot of copper mining. And behind there, that mine has been operating, since the 1800s. So it's been there a long time. Now in Tucson, we have a Catalina mountain range that goes up over 9,000 feet. And they got snow this weekend. They got about 4 inches of snow with the rain that came through. So thank you. Well, it looks like California's got plenty of rain, huh? This is pretty unusual for us too, because we normally don't get rain in November. Usually we get rain in December, January, and oftentimes in February. But this rain here in November is good news for us because it might set us up for a good spring wildflower season. So what we need to get the wildflowers, we have a lot of poppies and lupins and all kinds of beautiful flowers that grow in the desert. We need fall and winter rains to kind of set up and help germinate the seeds. And if we get that and then some supporting rain in the springtime, we'll have poppies all over the place. In fact, I have a photo I can show you of a poppy field where we took Lucas. Here we go. Here's a poppy field here. This is not too far from where we live. And this is how thick they get in some places. So these are yellow, I think they call them California poppies or Mexican poppies. And they're just all over the place, just beautiful. So what normally looks like a dirt, area, dry area, if it gets just the right amount of rain, it'll turn out like this, and all the hillsides are just covered with them. So that's what we're hoping for. And I think here's a picture of Lucas. He's that's early on, shortly after we got him, and then I think this is a year later in the same area. But yeah, we're hoping for a nice bloom this year. Okay, there's Ava. Ava Potterfield is here. Welcome, welcome. She's had a busy time of it. She had family come visit, and her mom has moved in and is getting settled in their place. So good to have you, Ava, and I hope you're not working too hard. Don't forget to take time to rest when you can. Shameless plug. I'll be live at 8 p.m. Very cool. And Mike, I don't think you're a moderator. I don't know if you're scheduled yet, but let me get you a wrench here. And you can, if you have it scheduled, you can drop a link here. Let me find you here. Where are you at? There he is. Boom. Let's see. Add as a moderator. You are standard moderator. All right. Okay, so your next comment up should you should have the wrench there, and feel free to drop any links. And anybody who has a channel or wants to share their latest video, feel free to drop it in the chat there. Look at that. We got Jane Bray in the house. She's up in Havasu right now, I hear. Nice to have you. And we have Always Wandering. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, all. Just got back from walking the pup. Okay, that's the plan. Ironwood, then Q. Okay. So as you get those dates solidified, Gracie, let us know. We'd like to come out and give you a hug. There's Roy. I want summer back. It's 55 here in the queue. It was 44 when we got up this morning. And I think it's only going to be 60 for a high today. Yikes. That's cold for us. Okay, I'm way behind. I know. Thanks for understanding. There's Roy saying hello. Scrolling. Okay, Woody says, I'm slowly working on my Part 107 license. I will demonetize anything with my drone until I get it. Also taking the halfway through the course, but will be a while before I can take the test. Yeah, I went through Pilot Institute. So I have registered my drone and I have a phone number and a sticker on my drone. So if I lose it, I crash it somewhere, somebody finds it, they can call me and tell me, hey, I found your drone. And that's the registration number there in pink. So that's part of the process that you learn when you get your commercial license, which is what they call Part 107. And the Part 107 allows you to do business if you want to make some money, or even do volunteer work. So the local school, our daughter works there, and the principal wants to take a picture of all the kids standing in the field to make an A, because they got an A rating this year from the state, I guess. And so they're going to set up, and then I'm going to go and take a photo of the group out in the field there. So I'm going to go out there probably this week to get set up and kind of get my vantage point and make sure I can do it safe. Lonnie says, I'll be traveling with a girlfriend on her rig on a short trip to Nogales. Oh, very cool. Won't be attending any meetups in 2026. Halfway through the Part 107. So which course are you taking, Woody? Are you doing the Pilot Institute or one of the other ones? There are a few good ones out there. Okay, I'm catching up here. I'm catching up. I'm almost as far behind as Nate gets when he does his live streams. Yeah, Cheryl says, I want summer back too, Roy. You got to head south, Cheryl. Got to head south, but even down here, it's cold for us. Okay, there you go. Here's my first episode of Westport Campout. So click on that and add that to your list there to watch. Oh, every 14 days you can change the @ Okay. That's the limit, every 14 days. So you can go in and modify it. Did I miss Van City Adventure here? There he is. Howdy, howdy. Good to see you. That's Daryl, right? Good to have you. I think a lot of folks are off this week, so we got some folks in here we don't normally see, but it's good to have you for sure. Scrolling. Char is here. Welcome, Char. There she is right there. I made it, she says. Cool. Good to have you. Happy Monday. It's only going to be about 60 here today, so it's hoodie weather for us. Good to see you. Getting my cat Fox neutered Wednesday morning. He's not going to be happy. Nope, I wouldn't be either. But it's best, right? It's best to do that. We think that that's how we ended up with Lucas, because he wasn't neutered. The previous owners had him, and we're thinking that maybe he jumped out and did some wandering. I don't know. But anyway, he doesn't wander anymore. He stays pretty close to us. Kind of like white on rice. That's how close he stays. Andrew's up in Alaska. Wow, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. No, that's cold there. I won't complain about my 44 this morning, Andrew. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. Look at that. We got Traveling on Adventures in the house. Howdy, howdy. They did some work up there in North Dakota on doing the berry picking up there. So good to see you. Yeah, Burr. 0 is pretty cold. You know who knows cold, and that's Cheryl. Van Girl Cheryl, she knows cold. She was up like inside the Arctic Circle working one winter. And she's got videos to prove it. Yeah. Andrew in Alaska. There's your neighbor, Cheryl. Shirley. You're getting Arkansas weather there. And I don't know how to pronounce Tape. I just call you Tracy. All right, you're in BC for the winter. In a place I can't even pronounce. Hope you're enjoying it, Ivan. Very good, very good. Hopefully, we're hoping to have a nice spring. If we get this kind of rain a few more times, you know, and the talk here is always, what's our monsoon going to be? Because rain is everything here. Rain is water for us. So when we see rain up there in the mountains like that, and it flows downhill to us down here below, that's, 3,800 feet up there, and we're down around 2,200 feet where we live. And so the water flows downhill, obviously, and so it recharges our water well. So we rely on rain. It's critical for us to keep our well charged with water. And so that's a big thing for us, and we never complain about the rain because we need it so badly. Now that's cold too, 24 in Alberta, where Van Girl Cheryl is. Beautiful outside, 24. I'm sure it's beautiful, but it's also cold. Yeah, he is a handsome young man. And we run him pretty hard to keep him in shape. And we try to control his food so he doesn't, get overweight. We did that with our last lab. Well, we didn't do as good a job with Duke. He was a little overweight, but as they get older and they're not as active, I mean, he would go out and stand on the porch, look around. He in his later years, he wasn't real active, and so he tended to gain a little weight. So we're trying to control Lucas' weight so that, yeah, it's getting there. I shaved the beard off here a week ago because I had some irritation over here and I couldn't see what it was or what was causing it. So I shaved the beard off and then scrubbed everything. I didn't see anything, but shaved the beard off, scrubbed everything down, and the irritation went away. So I guess that's what I needed to do. But now my grandkids look at me like, who are you, Grandpa? You don't look like my grandpa, because I haven't seen my chin in like 25 years. And then I discovered I got this stuff down here hanging. I don't know where that came from, but the beard covers it up, so I'm growing it back. And my grandkids will not give me that weird look anymore. Of course, Okie does the same thing. Who are you? You're welcome, Mike. All right, there's Mike's link right there. 11:26, 8 p.m. 11:26. This is the 24th, so that's Wednesday night at 8 p.m. would be Arizona time. So we'll put that on our list. Estimated, or is that Eastern time? Finally got flights after 5 days in a blizzard. Wow. Yikes. For sure, Jar, for sure. Minus 55 C all winter in the Arctic. Oh, that was brutal, brutal. Try 32 where RG is. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. 32 is cold for us Arizona folks. He's, I think he's up in the high country up there in northern Arizona. It's good to have you, RG. Nope, that's what I say too, Mike. That's a big nope, nope, nope. But boy, she toughed it out, and she had a couple of close calls. So Fangirl Cheryl, she was up there in the Arctic working. Yeah, I'm pretty good with hair. I got lots of hair, and I understand I had a great grandfather that passed at 85 or maybe a little older that had a full head of hair, and I guess I took after him, which is okay. I won't complain. Uh-oh, negative 30s to 50s up there where Andrew is. Yikes. And, I know we lived in Nebraska for 3 years. We lived in New Hampshire for a year. We were there just for a short time. And, you get used to it. You get used to the cold. There's Traveling Merton and Sue. Hello, hello. They just arrived in Quartzsite and are getting busy setting up. So good to see you guys. I was bragging on you guys earlier. I posted, I think it was a photo on my channel about Merton. Merton and I went out and checked out this huge swirl cactus, and supposedly it has like 78 arms. I don't know if I have a photo here or not. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. Here's Merton checking out this saguaro cactus. So look at this beast. Supposedly it has like 78 arms. It's very unusual. was only about, I think we figured 30 feet tall, and it's just loaded up with arms. But anyway, we had a good time with Merton and Sue while they were here. Did a few things like this. We were gonna go to a car race in the auto museum, but we'll have to save those for next time because this rain came through and kind of put the kibosh on that. Oh yeah, RG, I have done that. I have, in fact, probably a year after I crashed one, it came out of the tree, and Okie found it out in the yard. Alaskan Native Eskimo. Ooh, very cool. That's cold, Andrew. That's cold. Okay, there I am. But that's the way to do it if you want to learn how to fly a drone, buy a cheap one. The issue with the cheaper drones that don't have, uh, you know, what's a satellite capability is they tend to wander and they can fly off. So two different tribal lineages. Wow, interesting. Yeah, so Merton and Sue are up there for the winter. And this time they came straight out from Mass in Massachusetts and then landed here in Ironwood and then spent a week here. And then now they're up in Kew. And then they're going to, when they head back after winter, the winter season, they're going to lollygag their way back and do some visiting on the way back. Nurse TLC is here. Good morning, Tanya. Good to have you. Hope you and Derek are doing well. Yeah, I know. Now, when you become a resident of Arizona, and CRView can confirm this, and probably Roy as well, when you have more than 2 or 3 days of rain, we start getting glum. We need the sun, and I've been that way most of my life. Let's see here. What is this one? Oh yeah, yeah. This is a site we quite often see here out on the freeway. We have a lot of Mexicans that come up across the border and attend yard sales. They'll go through and they'll collect all these things and take them back home. And boy, they know how to load a truck. They know how to maybe overload a truck, but we see this quite often. Okie and I and Lucas went up to Ragged Top Mountain a couple of days ago and just went up there and enjoyed the view. Nice, cool day. That's right at the base of Ragged Top, what you see behind me. So 3,800 feet elevation to the tip. Spring is only 5 months away, RG says. Yes. Okay. You're using Pilot Institute. Okay. That's what I used. That's a good course. If you take the Part 107 course through the Pilot Institute, I think it was like $150 when I took it. You will pass the test. So if you can pass their final test, you'll do just fine on your Part 107. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're all mixed race, right? Or mixed heritage, not necessarily race, but mixed heritage. I know I have German and Swedish in me. I guess Swedish is why I have the white hair. My family immigrated from East Germany and Sweden way back in the 1800s, and then landed in Nebraska when they were giving away 80-acre parcels for farmers. And that's how the Beyer family, the Beyer side of the family, came to be. So yeah, we're all pretty much mixed heritage now. Hello, Brexton. Welcome, welcome. Char says, in Arkansas, you get 3 months of winter. Yeah, and it gets kind of dicey right at the shoulders. Scrolling. Okay, question from Ray. Does your drone have thermal imaging? It does not. You can buy apps with thermal imaging, but the drones with thermal imaging are very expensive. This is like a $1,700-$1,800 drone. When you get up into thermal drones, you're talking $5,000 to $6,000 for one of those, and I can't justify that cost. Would be nice to have. One thing that happened yesterday was we have a chat group in the neighborhood, and somebody threw out there, hey, there's a fire. I see a bunch of smoke in the neighborhood. This is our neighborhood back behind and all around us, actually. We're kind of in the middle of the neighborhood. And somebody posted on our chat, hey, there's a fire. Do we need to call the fire department? So I thought, well, I'll put my drone up. I put the drone up and I flew over there and got a photo of the fire. And it turned out somebody was burning some trash in a fire pit. And so we didn't need to call the fire department, but, you know, I can, from 250 feet up, you know, I can take a quick snapshot to see what's going on. And there was somebody standing there. I could see somebody standing there. So it wasn't uncontrolled. They were watching it and taking care of it. There wasn't a lot of brush around. There wasn't spreading or anything. So we were fine. And so the drone works really well at checking things out like that. And then if someone says, hey, I got somebody parked in front of my gate, I have no idea why they're here, what they're doing here, I don't know them, I'll send the drone up and go look at them, and I can actually take a picture of their license plate and also video, and that usually takes care of the problem. Bernays here. Welcome, Bernay. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, looks like a Christmas tree cactus, doesn't it? All right, I want to play my video again of the time lapse that I took with the drone of the various storms coming in. And this is a nice feature that I have with the drone where I can take time-lapse video. And then I stuck a few of these together to show you guys. So here it is again.
The heat of the day fades, a whisper in the breeze. Storm clouds gather round, dancing through the trees. The sky turns dark and wild, electric in the air. In the Arizona desert, there's magic everywhere. symphony of thunder, wild and untamed. Thank you, Mother Nature, for the rain you've supplied in this sonorn wonder. Let your blessings collide.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And one of those came really close, and it came right over these mountains here and right over the house. And I stayed up as long as I could until I started getting wet. The drone is not supposed to get wet. It can take a few raindrops, but worked out pretty cool. So Traveling on Adventures is going to be live today at 4 p.m. Central. So let's run over there and check them out. I think they're back in their cabin, and I see they've been doing some painting and fixing up there. So we'll be sure to stop by Traveling on Adventures at 4 p.m. Central. All right, we're beyond our hour, so somebody dropped some coin on me there. Thank you very much, Brexton. Appreciate your $2 donation. Appreciate it very much. Let me and I think somebody's got a birthday coming up, Mike, right? I heard a birthday party coming up here real soon. Thank you, Brexton. And we'll do a happy birthday to Traveling Mike, just in case I forget next week. But he's coming up, I think he's turning 29, I think I heard, on the 30th of this month. Very cool. Thank you. Let's see here. I think I saw a comment there on a drone. Somebody got, Fairy Dust got gifted a drone. You better bring it out to Arizona so we can check it out. All right, I think we're done. Okay, here we go. I found it. Gifted a mini drone still in a box. Yeah, it depends. If it's a DJI, it needs to have the software updated in it in order to fly it safely. So, okay, everybody, thanks for being here. I'm going to go eat some breakfast. Oh, Lucas is here to say see you later. There's Lucas. All right. Lucas says, see you all later. And I'm going to run my outro video here as soon as I find it. And I better run my channel video. I forgot to do that. So thanks, channel members. Thanks, subscribers. I'm up over 8,000 now. So appreciate your support. We'll see you next time.
Me up so high. The support you give me makes me touch the sky. In every lonely moment, when shadows start to fall, your love shines like a beacon. I hear your heartfelt call. Thank you, dear members, for standing by my side. With your strength and courage, we take this wild ride. From morning's glow to starry night, you're the reason I shine, my forever guiding light. In the desert where it's dry, where the cacti proudly stand, you're my loyal companions, my devoted band. Through rocky trails and valleys, we gather every mile. Hand in hand we wander with your endless smiles. Thank you, dear Mary. standing by my side. With your strength and courage, we take this wild ride. From morning's glow to starry night, you're the reason I shine, my forever guiding light. Desert where it's dry, where the cacti proudly stand. You're my loyal companions, my devoted band. Through rocky trails and valleys, we gather every mile.